Now we will be talking about aldol condensation. Aldol condensation is a very interesting reaction. In aldol condensation, normally what do we study? It is a reaction where any aldehyde or a ketone which has an alpha hydrogen reacts with a base or an acid to form a condensation product. What is a condensation reaction? A condensation reaction is normally referred to as a reaction where two or more molecules combine together with or without the elimination of a small molecule like hydrogen or water. Here in the case of an aldol condensation, when we take two aldehydes which contain alpha hydrogen, then they combine to form a product which is called an aldol. The reaction can be carried out either in the presence of an acid or in the presence of a base. Commonly it is carried out using a base. I will write the full equation, then we will talk about how the reaction proceeds. Here, this is a molecule of aldehyde which contains an alpha hydrogen. What is an alpha hydrogen? The old naming system used the letters alpha, beta, gamma of Greek to indicate the position of an atom adjacent to that of a functional group. Here the functional group is an aldehyde. So, the adjacent carbon is this. This carbon is called as alpha carbon, and therefore, the hydrogens on it is called as the alpha hydrogen. So, any aldehyde or a ketone which has an alpha hydrogen can undergo a reaction in the presence of a base, and that reaction is referred to as the aldol condensation reaction. Why condensation? Both the molecules combine here to form this. Actually, there is a further step for this. This step is the aldol reaction. This aldol very easily eliminates a molecule of water on mild warming, resulting in the formation of a product like this. This product is an alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde, alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde, and this alpha beta unsaturated aldehydes are also referred to as croton aldehydes. Croton aldehydes. So, the first step is the aldol reaction, the final product is referred to as the aldol condensation reaction. Here a small molecule of water is used. This reaction is referred to as the aldol condensation reaction. It can be shown by aldehydes as well as ketones, but the only condition is they must have an alpha hydrogen. How the reaction proceeds, what is the significance of an alpha hydrogen, etc. is the most pertinent and interesting part of aldol condensation reaction. So, we will be talking about how the reaction proceeds. Now, we will talk about the mechanism of this aldol condensation reaction. What is the significance of the alpha hydrogen? This is an aldehyde which has an alpha hydrogen. All of us know the carbonyl group is a polar group. The carbonyl carbon is delta plus. Naturally, the neighboring carbon, that is the alpha carbon, will help it. Therefore, this also has a residual positive charge. In turn, the CH bond, any of this, will become weakened, and therefore, this H can be removed. So, alpha H is referred to as an acidic H, because it can go off as H plus. So, here is the significance of the base. From NaOH, the OH minus will very easily extract this H plus. resulting in the formation of a carb anion. So, that is the reason here alpha H is necessary. The alpha H is extracted by OH minus to form water, a resultant carb anion is formed. This is the intermediate which is required for the next step. So, the first step is this. What happens in the second step? This is the second molecule of the aldehyde, and this is the anion that we got from the previous step. Here again we know it is delta plus and delta minus. This anion will attack this, resulting in the delocalization of the pi electron. As a result of this, we get a product which will be like this: CH3 O minus CH2 CH2. What is the most interesting thing about aldol condensation reaction is, this is a reaction where a new carbon-carbon bond is formed, and that is its significance. New carbon-carbon bond. That is why it is a very important synthetic tool. So, this new carbon-carbon bond is formed. Now, what happens? The next step is the protonation of the O minus, resulting in the formation of the product. This takes up the H plus, resulting in the formation of the product. So, the carb anion attacks the second carbon, resulting in the formation of a new carbon-carbon bond. Now, if the question is asked, what is the most important thing in an aldol condensation reaction? Never forget that this reaction involves the formation of a new carbon-carbon bond. Now, this is the significance. Another important thing, with whom all is the new carbon-carbon bond being formed? The first carbons, aldehyde molecules, alpha carbon with the second aldehyde molecules, oxygen bearing carbon. So, this will form, the alpha carbon will form the new carbon-carbon bond with the second aldehyde molecules, carbonyl carbon, C double bond O, which subsequently becomes OH. With whom all is the new carbon-carbon bond being formed? The first carbons, aldehyde molecules, alpha carbon with the second aldehyde molecules, oxygen bearing carbon. So, this will form, the alpha carbon will form the new carbon-carbon bond with the second aldehyde molecules, carbonyl carbon, C double bond O, which subsequently becomes OH. So, one thing is sure in an aldol condensation reaction. What is that? That is, the alpha carbon of one aldehyde forms a new carbon-carbon bond with the second aldehyde's double bond O, which later on becomes OH. So, therefore, it is an established fact that the position of the OH is confirmed. It will always be, because if this is alpha with respect to this, then this is beta. So, always an aldol condensation reaction results in the formation of a beta hydroxyaldehydes. So, if somebody asks us what is an aldol, it is not a compound which contains an aldehyde and alcohol. Instead, it is any compound which has a beta hydroxy carbonyl group. Beta hydroxy carbonyl group. That is the significance of aldol condensation reaction, and that is an aldol. So, this is the first part. Next, once an aldol is formed, look at the alpha hydrogen now. Look at the alpha hydrogen now. Now, this alpha hydrogen is sandwiched between two oxygen bearing carbons. Its acidity has further increased. Earlier, there was only one oxygen carbon, and this we said was acidic. Now, it is sandwiched between two carbon compounds which contain oxygen. Naturally, it will be more acidic, it will be more unstable. That is the reason why this very easily, just on warming, sometimes even without warming at 25 degrees centigrade itself, it automatically eliminates a molecule of water. This OH minus and the second alpha H eliminates as a molecule of water, resulting in the formation of what we say an alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde or a ketone. Alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde or ketone, and this is called as a croton aldehyde. Okay. So, this is the most important thing. So, what are aldols? Aldols are beta hydroxyaldehydes or ketones. What happens to them? They automatically or on mild warming eliminates a molecule of water to resulting in the formation of alpha beta unsaturated aldehydes or ketones, which are called as croton aldehydes. And these are very, very important synthetic tools used for preparation of a large number of compounds, because CHO can undergo a lot of nucleophilic addition reaction. C double bonds is a very reactive group. You can carry out lot of addition reaction there. Therefore, you can make innumerable number of organic compounds using this reaction. That is its significance. So, main important thing is a new carbon-carbon bond is established between the alpha carbon of one aldehyde and the carbonyl carbon of the other aldehyde. Okay. Now, we can talk about certain other interesting things in aldol condensation reaction. One interesting thing is, suppose we take two aldehydes, both containing alpha hydrogens. One is ethanol, other is propanol. So, this also has alpha H, this also has alpha H. Both contain alpha H. In such a case, when it is treated with a base, when you treat it with a base, suppose I call it A and B, there are different possibilities. This OH minus can extract the alpha H from here, and this will then attack the carbonyl carbon with that. So, you get a product where this is obtained, that is CH3, CH2, C, this will become OH, and this is the second thing. So, it is BA, or another case is this alpha H can attack this. In that case, you get CH3, this will become OH, and this carbon will attack. Therefore, this CH3 will be written here, and you get this. We will call it AB. AB. A third scene is two molecules of A themselves can combine, resulting in the formation of this. So, we can call it AA, or two molecules of that itself could combine, resulting in the formation of CH3, CH2, OH, CH2, CH3, that is B. So, four possibilities are there. One possibility is BA, another possibility is AB, another possibility is AA, and lastly BB. So, you can get four different aldehydes. If two different aldehydes or an aldehyde or a ketone undergoes aldol condensation reaction, then 4 different products are obtained. Such a reaction is referred to as a crossed aldol condensation reaction. A crossed aldol, because you get different products and almost all of them have similar properties, it is difficult for us to separate them. Therefore, synthetically it does not have very great significance. But such a reaction is referred to as what? A crossed aldol condensation reaction. Now, if you have 2 different aldehydes, we said we will get 4 products. But if a question is asked, which will undergo, which product will be obtained in a greater proportion, then we will have to go back to the mechanism. We said this is alpha H, this is alpha H, both are acidic in nature, and the OH minus will be extracting the proton, the alpha H. Okay? We have studied and we know that as the carbon chain increases, plus I effect increases, acidity decreases. So that is why we say formic acid is more acidic than acetic acid. Acetic acid is more acidic than propanoic acid. Propanoic acid is more acidic than butanoic acid. As the carbon chain increases, acidity decreases. Here too, as the carbon chain increases, acidity decreases. So which is more acidic? This is more acidic. So what does that mean? What does that mean? It means that this H plus can be easily extracted. Point number 1. Number 2, after extraction what happens? You get a carb anion. And here what will be the carb anion? The carb anion will be like this. We have studied that the carb anion is stability is dependent upon the plus I effect. Here the plus I effect of this will decrease its stability. This is more stable. So which will you get more? This. Once you get this, this will then attack this. So this is more stable. Therefore, the product obtained will be CH3, CH2, OH, and this CH2 will attack. Okay? Remember this. I can give you a very easy, simple trick to predict the product of an aldol condensation reaction. How do we do that? Suppose you are given in a question paper to predict the product of propanol with a base. First of all, remember that whenever you see propanol with a base, you should strike in your mind that it is an aldol condensation reaction. First thing. So whenever you find an aldehyde or a ketone question with a base, immediately it should strike in your mind that it could be an aldol condensation reaction. So propanol, CH3, CH2, CH. What will be the product? It's an easy trick. Very easily you can predict the product. What do we do? What is the main interesting thing? A new carbon-carbon bond is formed. Between whom it is formed? Between the alpha carbon of one aldehyde with the carbonyl carbon of the second aldehyde, and this will become OH. So I am going to write the product. See, this is the way I am going to write. CH3, CH2, I am going to write OH. First part over. Second part, this is going to be the alpha carbon and this is the aldehyde. Okay. Now propanol it is, I have written only, so this is part one molecule. This is one molecule. This is the second molecule, and the second molecule CH3 must be down. So this is the second molecule. Easy. So alpha H, alpha carbon of one aldehyde molecule will attack the second aldehyde, that will form the OH. So this is how you do it. Now I am going to make it more simple. What do we do? You are given pentanol with a base. How will you predict the product? Pentanol is 5 carbon, correct? to the 5 carbon, the alpha carbon, the second pental will come. So how many will be in the chain? 5 plus 2 more. So the chain will be heptanal. Here we have only talked about 2 carbons. The 3 carbons will go as a chain. So it will be heptanal. So the product will be like this: 3 propyl heptanal. So what do you do? Find out the name, correct? Add 2 more, it becomes heptanal. Here you have mentioned only 2. What about the remaining 3? Where will that come? At the third position? Sorry, at the second position. So you can write the product. Suppose somebody asks us the product of butanol with NaOH. Very easy. What do? Butanol, how many carbons? 4. How many you have to add? 2 more. So the product will be what? Hexanal. So 4 from this, 2 from the second aldehyde molecule. How many are left there? The second molecule? 2. So where will that be? At the second carbon. So it will be 2-ethyl hexanal. So what we have to do? 4 from the next molecule, add 2. How many it is? 6. 2 you have taken, it should be 4. How many is left? 2. So the side chain will be very easy. Suppose they ask propanol. Propanol has 3 carbons. You have to add 2 more. So the main chain will be 5. Of this, how many is left? 1. So it will be a methyl at which position? 2. So what will be the product of propanol? It will be 2-methyl pentanol. If you are given 6 carbons, 6 plus 2, 8, octanol. Out of 6, how many is left? 4. So there will be 4 at the 2 position. It will be 2 position you will have butyl. So it will be called as what? 2-butyl. 6 plus 2, 8, octanol. So it's very easy. You can always remember it. So I hope it is useful.